Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The history of the painted stork, scientifically known as painted stork, Mycteria leucocephala, unfolds across the wetlands, river plains, and marshlands of South and Southeast Asia. Belonging to the stork family Ciconidae, these large wading birds evolved as specialists in shallow water ecosystems where seasonal floods and receding waters create rich feeding grounds. Over millions of years, the painted stork developed a combination of physical adaptations, social behaviors, and feeding strategies that allow it to thrive in dynamic wetland habitats shaped by changing water levels and abundant aquatic life. Unlike many birds that rely on speed or aerial agility to capture prey, the painted stork evolved a methodical feeding strategy suited to calm, shallow waters. Their long legs enable them to wade slowly through marshes and flooded fields, while their elongated yellow beaks are specially adapted for tactile hunting. Rather than relying primarily on sight, painted storks sweep their partially open bills through the water, snapping them shut when they sense the movement of fish or aquatic animals. This technique allows them to feed efficiently even in murky water where visibility is low. One of the most striking evolutionary features of the painted stork is its vibrant plumage. Adults display white bodies marked with bold black bands on the wings and distinctive pink feathers near the tail. These colors likely play a role in social signaling within colonies, helping individuals recognize mates and maintain group cohesion. The pink coloration comes partly from pigments in the crustaceans and aquatic organisms they consume, demonstrating a direct link between diet and appearance. Dietary adaptation has been central to the painted stork's survival. Their primary food sources include small fish, frogs, crustaceans, and aquatic insects found in shallow wetlands. Seasonal flooding cycles create ideal conditions for feeding, concentrating fish and other prey in shrinking pools as waters recede. Painted storks often exploit these conditions by foraging in groups, increasing the chances of detecting prey and benefiting from collective movement through feeding grounds. Behaviorally, painted storks are highly social birds, particularly during breeding season. Large colonies may form in tall trees near wetlands, where hundreds of nests can be found clustered together. This colonial nesting strategy offers protection through numbers, reducing the risk posed by predators and allowing birds to share information about food sources. Their interactions within colonies include bill clattering, wing displays, and various postures used to communicate territory, courtship, and parental care. Breeding behavior in painted storks reflects the seasonal rhythms of wetland ecosystems. Nesting typically coincides with the monsoon season, when rising water levels increase food availability. Pairs build large stick nests high in trees, often returning to the same nesting sites year after year. Females lay several eggs, and both parents share responsibilities for incubation and chick rearing. Newly hatched chicks depend heavily on regurgitated food from their parents, growing rapidly in the safety of the elevated nest. Lifespan in the wild can reach around 20 years, though survival depends on habitat stability, food availability, and environmental pressures. In protected environments such as wildlife reserves or sanctuaries, painted storks may live even longer. Their size, colonial behavior, and strong parental investment contribute to their relatively stable population compared with many other large wading birds. Human interaction with painted storks has a long history, especially in regions where wetlands intersect with agricultural landscapes. In parts of India and Southeast Asia, these birds are often tolerated or even welcomed because they help control fish and insect populations. Their presence in temple ponds, protected wetlands, and wildlife sanctuaries has also made them a familiar and admired species among local communities and birdwatchers. In modern times, the painted stork remains an important indicator of wetland health. Conservationists monitor their populations to understand changes in water quality, fish abundance, and habitat stability. While wetland loss and pollution pose challenges in some regions, protected reserves and conservation awareness have helped maintain stable populations in several parts of their natural range. The history of the painted stork is a story of adaptation to water and seasonality. From ancient wetland ecosystems to modern conservation areas, these birds have survived by developing efficient feeding techniques, cooperative breeding colonies, and a strong connection to the rhythms of monsoon landscapes. With their elegant posture, sweeping wings, and distinctive pink plumage, Mycteria leucocephala stands as a symbol of the beauty and ecological importance of Asia's wetland environments.